Colin Schneider. At the time that this is recorded, I'm 17, one of the youngest active cryptozoologists and researchers in the weird in the world. I've been doing this since I was, 12-ish. I've done lots of conferences. I used to have a radio show. I've written a book at this point, which is great. So I'm pretty active. I do a lot. I'm not just a kid that's seen a lot of Finding Bigfoot that's interested in this stuff. I've done real research. I think that, first off, the Gigantopithecus theory is pretty questionable. As far as we can tell, they ate predominantly bamboo, and to be able to come over here, they'd have to go up through Mongolia, Russia, the Bering Strait, and go through Canada, and there's no bamboo in that area. They wouldn't be able to find the right nutrients and survive. So if Bigfoot is real, and I'm pretty on the fence about that because we have a lot of footprints, a lot of sightings, and some questionable hair, but that's about it. I'm not convinced. I think it's fascinating. I will certainly talk about it. Obviously, I love this stuff, but I personally am more interested in other cryptids that I personally feel are more likely. I don't really have a favorite cryptid. I get the question a lot, but I don't. I'm interested in pretty much anything weird, but if it's an animal, it is especially great. A subject that I tend to lean toward when I'm looking into this stuff is mystery cats, which most people associate with, the alien big cats, the black panthers in North America, the supposed lion and tigers in Australia, those type of things. But I'm also interested in, in Africa, actually, there are several expeditions looking for the spotted lion, or Harry Caldwell, a missionary that was in China in the early 1900s, spent most of his time there searching for the mysterious blue tiger. I love this stuff. I think I love big predators, and I think mysterious cats are really, really, really awesome. So that's definitely what I gravitate toward, but I also do pretty much everything. Nope. And I actually have a weird philosophy on it, if you want to hear it. I don't want to see anything, because I think the second I have an encounter with, let's say I walk out of here and I see Bigfoot jumping on my car. That means for the rest of my life, anytime I do anything involved with Bigfoot, I'm biased. I know it exists. I don't think the evidence points to it. I don't think that the evidence doesn't point to it. I'm not objective, or I don't have that possibility. I'm biased because I've seen it, I know it exists, and nothing anybody tells me further will make me think otherwise, even if maybe I saw a drunk guy in a gorilla suit jumping on my car. I am biased if I see something for that subject, and I don't want to have that bias. That's one of the reasons I actually avoid ghost research, because in my house, actually in my hallway, we have heavy booted footsteps that go back and forth in the hallway all night long, pretty much every night. So I know there's at least something to ghosts, so I avoid it because I'm more biased. You know what? I think that the field, at least in America, is too segregated. Everybody fights so much. Everybody hoards their data. They want, this is my Bigfoot stuff. This is my Bigfoot area. This is what I use to search for it. And don't let any repeatability, any peer review, any double checking. And that's a problem. That makes it not science. One of the biggest things about science is that there's peer reviewing. There's double checking. There's not just, so BFRO sort of does this, but it's all within their organization. No. You can't do that. You can't have your good friends or Bigfoot hunting buddies check your work. You have to have your opposites, the people who disagree with you, vehemently check your work. That's what science is. It's repeatability, it's cross-referencing, it's double checking, it's making sure that what you are saying is fact. And we aren't there yet, and I don't know if we're ever going to be there, as long as people you know, I think here's another problem. I think that people love Bigfoot too much in the field. And this is probably going to give me a lot of crap. Love Bigfoot as much as you want. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I think Bigfoot's a fascinating idea. But I think a lot of researchers and a lot of people who have seen Bigfoot and then become researchers identify with Bigfoot. I think they think of Bigfoot less as a new species and more as almost a cultural meme, as a thing that they're constantly trying to achieve. And they've put so much of themselves into it that it can be really hard to disagree, to have a healthy debate, to have a healthy discussion.